Let's Talk Oculus is proudly sponsored by the good folks at Patreon. If you want to support the show, join us on patreon.com/playtestvr. What's up, Oculus nerds? Welcome back to Let's Talk Oculus episode 55. I'm Dan, and with me, as always, it's the top quarterback for New England. Someone needs a new quarterback. It's Samson. How you doing?
I am doing quite well. Better than the Patriots quarterback for sure.
Yeah, tough loss against the Jets.
No. The Jets also lost.
The Jets also lost.
Yeah.
Who did you play? I can't remember now.
Miami.
Nah, tough not. Yeah, there's the other teams. Either the Jets or the Miami are the one that we laugh at, but now Miami are coming in. They're doing well. All right, this is a VR podcast. It's not about football, so let's get
Still
into
no VR football game yet.
No,
Well,
but we'll
not
talk
that,
about that. We'll talk
not
about
the licensed one at least.
Yeah, definitely. But so yeah, we'll talk a bit about football at some point, but we are getting closer and closer to the Quest Pro. I guess we can call it the Quest Pro now because it's technically official. We've just had one of the best leaks ever. We had a hotel guy come in and find a Quest, or Quest Pro rather, just in a hotel lobby. We'll talk about this in a bit more detail. There's a lot to unpack there, to be honest. And then obviously we have some Synth Riders news and such that we'll go through too. But a little housekeeping as usual. Let's Talk Oculus is available every single Wednesday on all good podcast platforms and some rubbish ones as well. You can watch the video version on YouTube, and we also have a Discord where we play multiplayer games frequently. I think we might have one this Wednesday as this show is going live, and also watch a bunch of things in big screen together as well. I think we have about 4 or 5 new people last week or the last couple of weeks.
We had 9 people watching that movie, I think.
Yeah, nice. We'll talk a bit more about that movie. I'm interested because I wasn't there. We also have a Patreon as well. If you want to throw us $1, all the links are below. But before we get into all the news and such, Samson, well, talk to me about that. The big screen, peeps in the big screen or peeps in the Discord. You jumped into big screen last Wednesday or so. Tell us what you watch. How was it?
Yes. We watched the early 1950s Disney 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Mm-hmm. Why did you watch
starring
that?
Kirk Douglas, in preparation, if you will, of the walkabout course to be released. The Jules Verne three courses related to Jules Verne.
This one's out at the end of the month.
We think it'll have some underwater action. That's we threw throwing out some predictions at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, we think there'll be some underwater action.
That was cool.
But yeah, it was a very fun time to watch the movie with the gang, and really felt like some Mystery Science Theater. Some of those vibes hanging out, watching big screen with the gang.
Nice.
Lots of jokes to be had.
That's always the best part about watching the big screen with the Discord peeps, because we're talking throughout the movie, but we're talking about the movie and such, and it's a good time. You said there was 9 of us in there this time?
Yes, I think so. 7 and 9 of us.
7 and 9 of us?
Somewhere around there. I had to scroll to see all the names. I do remember that.
That's when you know. I think I've just Googled how many Okay, 15 you can have in big screen at one time. 15. So one day we'll hit the max. We're getting closer.
Yeah. We'll have to have 2 instances.
Yeah. What have you been up to in VR?
I've been playing the new Legends Never Die, or League of Legends, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Synth Riders DLC. Good times, all great songs.
How does it stack up to like other Synth Riders music packs that you've played? Because a lot of them have been top quality.
Yeah, I mean it's right up there. The experience quite good.
Yeah.
It's a little intense to play the experience on like master level with them double speed.
Mm-hmm.
But slow down a little bit, enjoy them, and yeah, very cool, very beautiful.
Nice.
And yeah, get your synth
Get
on.
you in there. Are you fully gone back to synthesizers now in terms of you're back to the top level what you were reaching before? Have we got back to
Uh
that level now? Because I remember
yeah,
there was a bit
for
of a
some
lull
songs in
period.
there.
A bit of a lull period that you've been out of it for a while and then you've been struggling to hit your heights, but you're back up there now. You
Yeah, the issue is that for the ranking, you really have to play the stock songs.
mm.
But for working out, I really like to play my custom songs. So it's
I guess
just
the
back and
League of
forth.
Legends will be in the ranking too, right?
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Yeah. So that's fair. I'm glad you liked him because I haven't been into it yet, but I have got the DLC and I remember looking at that list and I mean I think a few of those songs are on Beat Saber as well. I recognize a few of
Mm-hmm.
them. Like I wouldn't know them outside of VR gaming, I'd say, but I wouldn't know how it would work. But it seems like synthwriters, the people behind them always have a good eye of what's gonna work well for their games. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, I thought all of them worked quite well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them all.
Nice, nice. Anything else that you've been playing?
Um, what else have I been playing? Not really. I brought went to visit a friend, left behind my auxiliary quest, and
Mm.
friend has a 14-year-old and she went to like log in. She was like, he's got every game I've ever wanted to play. And so she's just like a pig in shit right now and playing anything. She's like, what should I play? I was like, I don't know, playing everything. She hopped actually into oh gosh, what was that horror game? The Bobby one with the Jenga
Oh,
pieces.
don't upset
Don't
Bobby.
ups Yeah. She's like, I hopped into Don't Upset Bobby. And it was kind of just like the same thing over and over again. I was like, yeah, but you got scared that first time, right? She's like, yeah, I did.
And she's 14.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice, nice. I don't think I could do that as a 14-year-old. Ian,
yeah,
don't upset Bobby.
definitely not.
Definitely not. Wow, that's pretty nice. So, yeah, did you say you left the Switch, the Quest with her?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Sweet, sweet. So, yeah, nice. I mean, it's almost that time, you know. It's the Cambria or Quest Pros coming out, and maybe I remember this time last year you were buying Quests for a lot of family, a lot
Yeah,
of
no
friends.
more
So
now that they
is
jacked up the price.
I was gonna say, is Santa Samson gonna come back for the Cambria? Very, very generous. Like $1,500 or whatever that's gonna cost.
Looks
Um,
great though.
yeah, it looks great. We'll talk about that more in a minute. But anything else on in the VR space at the moment?
No, not
No,
really. Not much else.
fair enough.
How
Me,
about yourself?
I think this is the last week that I have no VR played. I feel like this is it. This is the last week of no
It's been
VR
like
play.
6 weeks.
It's been like 6 weeks since I've opened that headset, apart from once when I showed a friend.
You need like
Um,
8 updates.
but I did buy a game. So I got further into it. I bought Into the Radius
Okay.
because I really wanted to try it. Have you got that on the PC? Do you have
Yeah,
Into? Yeah.
yeah. I've got it on the Steam.
You've played it before, right?
Oh, I forgot. I did
Oh,
hop into one other game. I'm sorry.
it's all right. Tell me.
Yeah, I just looked at my Steam library when you said that. Uh, F1 22, the
Oh,
racing,
oh, sick.
and
Tell me about this.
it feels fast. It
Yeah.
feels fast. Yeah.
It's like motion
I'm
sickness on the top level kind of thing.
not really because I didn't really spin out or anything, but
But
you're just going, you're going
things are
fast. You
going.
feel the speed. Yeah.
That's sick. That's sick. How does it compare to like feeling the airplanes in Flight Simulator?
I
Is
feel
it
like you feel the speed more because you're on the ground level.
yeah, yeah. And then you've got things just going past you quickly as
Yeah,
well. That's
exactly.
sweet. That's sweet. Are you a bit of an F1 fan or a racing fan?
No. I'm a fan of VR.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And once I saw that it had VR support, put
hmm
that in my wish list. And I'm not gonna spend the 70 or whatever dollars it cost
Yeah.
for it. But when it went on sale for like, I don't know, 40 or so percent off a week or two ago, and boom, picked that right
I
up.
swear it literally came out like 3 months ago or 2 months ago.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know. It was a pretty quick sale.
that's a very quick sell. Maybe not doing too well, but yeah, I mean, I feel like they should have. They said they're not going to bring that out for PSVR 2, but I feel like that might be a missed opportunity. But maybe for the next year's one. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you
Yeah.
enjoyed it. It looked wicked. The graphics must be top notch in there as well.
Yeah, I gotta mess around with them more. I didn't really I didn't like mess around with them, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure if I can increase them or not.
sweet, sweet. But you said you played Into the Radius before? Was that
No, no, no. But
no?
I did purchase it before.
Okay, okay, fair enough. So yeah, I'm super excited for this one. This is one that was kind of under the radar a bit because of other bigger games kind of being announced for this winter. But then yeah, I just saw it the other day, or I think yesterday rather, and I had a 20% discount. So I was like, I'll
Saved up.
apply that. Yeah, I think it's $30 American. So I think $6 off or so, which is nice. But I'm very excited to play this one. Survival. Hopefully I can I'm trying to in the purchase of this game, I'm trying to do what the opposite of what I normally do, and that's just play a bit for 2, 3 hours and then move on to the next game and next game. That's what I did to Walking Dead. That's what I've done to Medal of Honor even and such like that, and I haven't even touched Resident Evil yet, which I'm now just gonna save till Halloween. But I'm hoping this game is now gonna leapfrog me back into in VR because it looks fantastic. It's got really good reviews across the board.
It
A lot of
does it does take some preparation. Like you gotta learn, I think, as you go.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But I'm ready for it. I'll let you know next week after I finally played something. I'm gonna have a long section of what I've been playing because just to make up for the last the last 6 weeks.
That'll be the majority of the pod.
That'll be the majority of the pod. But yeah, awesome, awesome. All right, that's kind of what we've been playing. Let's dive straight into the topic of the show or the news rather. It's the Quest
Getting
Pro's been
excited.
leaked. All right, let's give the backstory before we get into it. So. I don't remember the person's name who leaked this story, but the person is a hotel worker.
There's an interview on Upload
Oh,
VR now.
there is an upload. Yeah, there is an interview on Upload VR. He does. In fact, let me just give him the credit. Let me just give him the credit because I need to find him. But he essentially is a streamer, but he also works for this hotel. Obviously they didn't disclose what hotel it was. His name's Ramiro Cardenas. Anyway, so Ramiro on his like trash run, shall I say, was going through the whole hotel lobbies picking up trash. Well, you notice this black bag. Sounds really funny, but I feel like it is true. And there's essentially it looks like there's two quests in there. Maybe one, but then the packaging of it is inside the black bag as well. Anyway, so he looks at it and he's got a quest. He knows and he knows the quest. So he takes it to the office. And I mean, you can watch his full story on Upload VR, just like I said. But he takes a few pictures of it. Okay, puts it out there, goes, hey, kind of internally puts this out there, he puts it on Facebook, doesn't release a video yet until the next day. The guy comes back, collects it, doesn't think anything's, wrong, whatever, he just collects it. Oh, no worries, collects it, takes his things, and then he proceeds to post a video online as
Mhm.
well. Now, let's go back in events. So obviously I think on the Sunday or the Saturday, I don't remember when, but the pictures were posted. What were your initial thoughts of the pictures? Because essentially it was just the box. It was two pictures of the box, right? What did you think of
Yeah,
that then?
it looked like their final packaging. It
Yeah, it
looks
looked.
like what they're gonna be showing off in like a month.
Is it
It
interesting? It looks exactly kind of like the Quest 2 packaging.
100%. It looks identical to it.
It looks almost.
Same colors.
Yeah, when you think that's a little issue if someone goes to the store and goes, "Oh, the Quest and Quest Pro," and they look almost identical, but the
I
Quest
think
Pro is
I think the price tags will be enough different that people will not get confused.
that's true. I got a feeling this is a thousand more than the Quest, but
Yeah.
yeah. So we post the packaging. Okay, I was like, okay, this is
It
like
looks so
probably
sleek though. That was my first thought.
the
Wow.
sleekness.
Yeah. That
I
form
noticed how
factor.
how thin the sides were. Like I always thought everything to be just a thicker, obviously because it's smaller, I thought everything else would be quite thick. But just like the strap around it's not as thin as like the Elite strap, but it's still pretty thick, which is probably a good thing,
Yeah,
so it doesn't snap. But yeah,
nice
it
to
does
care
look pretty sleek. Yeah, it looks sexy. I think that's the correct word.
for sure.
Um,
Back to the black.
Back to the black, yeah. And then afterwards, like I said, he posted the video, and that's when you really were like, "Oh, okay, this is legit." Because he's opened the packaging, he takes it out. It's funny, he says
It
on
was
the
a whole
upload,
unboxing.
he does like a whole full unboxing. He grabs the controllers, he shows you the controllers. Obviously a bit weird without the ring and such, but it's funny in the Upload VR interview that he did earlier today of recording. He says he was just taking the video just to cover his ass, just in case there was things missing. But when you watch the video, he is going through every kind of like he said on the
He's having
upload
a good time.
he said on the upload VR because a lot of people are asking questions, right? It's like, oh, how did it feel? How, did you try it? Blah blah blah. And he was just shut up about it. It was like, no, no, I didn't really. I just looked at it, took the video, and put it back in the box. And I was like, there's no way in hell. There's no way. There's no way in hell you're not like maybe not turning it on, but definitely trying it on and seeing, really going into the nitty gritty, right?
See how it feels?
Yeah, wouldn't you do that?
I don't know.
I would
I
dive
don't
into
know
it.
what happens to him.
Yeah, hopefully he still has his job. I don't think he will, but but anyway, what did you think of the actual kind of like mini unboxing that he did? What was the obviously you
Oh,
thought
it's exciting. It looks so cool.
yeah.
It looks, I mean, like I said, the form factor looks pretty sweet. Controls will be interesting, like just in how well they track, but I assume they figured this out. Uh, yeah, sort of, it made me excited.
You made you
Excited for it.
excited.
Yeah.
I mean you have the cameras all along the bottom. I think there's three cameras on like the bottom edge. I'm just doing the bottom edge, in the video here. Just three cameras at the bottom, so it can track your face, right? Can track your mouth, and then can track the controllers. It's interesting. The controllers have like a not a bend, but like a diagonal, like a chamfer kind of thing
Slant.
on
Yeah.
them, just to kind of rest on. I also noticed that on the controllers, I tweeted about this. Was I saw the three dots on the side and it looks like they are rechargeable controllers. It doesn't look like
That makes sense.
I
Yeah.
could, I didn't, I mean, obviously, when all the plastic's together, it might be hard to see on camera, but it looked like there was no batteries, kind of like there's no like battery door where you could slide.
Yeah.
To me, it looked like it was just you're charging it via these like three dots that you're putting on.
I imagine it'll have something where it wants you like a dock for the whole entire thing. Something like that.
Yeah. I wonder if it comes with a dock. That'd be
Yeah.
interesting. Because if you're gonna charge 1200, coming with a little dock on you for it will make it very, very premium. I can see them charging for it at the same time, but
Hmm.
then having like their version of an anchor dock, or something even better, and having that because it
Yeah,
looks
they
like they
sell
can
the dock, I think, on their website.
they do, yeah, it's an official, but what the three dots, they are magnetic. It's a magnetic charging. It's like a MagSafe for your MacBook or some other charging that has like the magnetic
Right, yeah,
attachment.
yeah.
So that's what it has on there. So I mean, it could also have a battery. No, it can't have a battery door. It has to be rechargeable because there was no port area. It was just those three dots. So
Yeah, there's no sliding.
no, so you could see them having obviously just two cables or one cable. Um, but at the same time, you could see them just having a dock and everything fits in that dock.
Yeah, exactly. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, and it'd be quite sleek and it'll be nice. It'll be nice, but I don't know. I mean, they could easily charge for that too. Can easily charge for that. But yeah, so it made you excited. You think once again, is it another one that gets you more closer to oh, it's a shiny. I think I'm gonna get it, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I don't think I need to get this anytime soon.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm just looking forward to hear what people have to say about it for sure.
What are your
I mean,
what are you?
like all the creators are gonna get them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah. You'll see them on October 11th, I think. You'll see. Oculus Connect and Meta Connect, and then you've got here comes VR Oasis and all that stuff. I've got it already, you
Boom,
know,
boom.
for sure. But what do you think of the name? I'm curious because it's obviously called Quest Pro. That's now confirmed. What do you think?
Uh, no surprises there at all. I feel like
No,
that's pretty predictable.
I think it's a bit odd that they've called it Quest Pro. Because it's not. I mean, what's his name? The boss had a Instagram Ask Me Anything like he always does, and he was talking about the Cambria, the Quest Pro as we now know it, and he was saying that this is in a completely different league. It's going to be much higher in price. It's going to have much more features, etc., etc. It's just an interesting one how it's still in the Quest line though. They're keeping it in under that brand.
It's like MacBook Pro,
Yeah,
Mac Air.
but the MacBook and the MacBook Pro is like only $100 apart, you know. I guess you could
It's a
get,
bigger spectrum.
yeah, you could get a bigger spectrum. It's just interesting. I didn't expect them to call it Quest, and I didn't think I thought they were going to call it something else. But
Yeah, they're just emphasizing the pro aspect, I think. So they'll
yeah,
just constantly have like quests and then Quest Pros.
yeah, yeah. I still wish they called it. I still wish Oculus was on the name. I watched the Joe Rogan that they did
It's
a
gonna
couple. I watched the Joe Rogan and
Your
how he
new
like
Oculus is pretty
New
sweet.
Oculus is pretty sweet, and Mark just stands there with a little pause and like, yeah, yeah, it's amazing, yeah, it's pretty good. But that I didn't realize how in depth
Pick
that
your
Joe Rogan
battles.
was actually. He talked a lot about it.
Yeah, Joe Gergen. That's what he's known for.
Yeah, but I didn't expect Mark. Mark looked a bit intimidated by Joe. I'm not gonna lie. He looked a little, unless he was just socially awkward in general, I mean, he probably is, but it just looks so intimidating to be there. He didn't look comfortable. But the features and stuff like you were saying, even I mean Joe Rogan even called it creepy. Some of these features are. Eh,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I'm excited I really want to try it, but I just don't want to have it. If you know what I mean. I want to be able to go to a store and just try it for a bit, or if I can buy it and return it, kind of thing. I just want to kind of try how it.
Experience it.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of what you're gonna see is gonna trickle into the Quest 3 at some point. This is your Tesla Model S in a way, your high class premium, which is probably gonna leak some features down to the lower one later on as it sells.
Right.
But yeah, I just want to try it. I just want to try
Yeah,
it.
I'm curious. I'm curious about how good the mixed reality is and like the AR and how well all that works.
It sounded like from the Joe Rogan podcast that it sounded like well, at least Mark is saying that this is it, kind of what in that mixed reality sense, like this is exactly what we want to do. Now we want to kind of bring it to like a glasses form or something. But right now, this is the
The
smallest.
peak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the smallest possible way we can do things. Hence why it's probably going to take cost. I'm throwing out there. I think it's going to cost 12.99. I think something like that, right?
Yeah.
This sounds reasonable because the Quest is now $400. Yeah, I can see it being three times the amount. It's definitely over 1,000 for sure. But yeah, I'm. I think it's gonna be. I think the mixed reality is gonna be amazing. I think you'll be able to. I wonder if you could go outside. That's the big question. I wonder if you could go outside because that'll be a big game
Yeah.
changer.
Depends how those controllers track, really.
Yeah, and if I mean, if the lenses don't get damaged, you know. If the cameras don't get damaged. I'm wondering if that can work outside because I think that would mix reality. I think in the Joe Rogan podcast they were saying they were playing the sword fighting game against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, like a
I'm
fencing game.
exactly. So yeah, if you could do that local multiplayer or something, that'd be wicked as well. But yeah, Quest Pro, that's kind of it. I'm curious to hear what everyone's thoughts are if you want to post them in the Discord or in the comments in the YouTube comments. I'm really curious on what the general consensus of it because I feel like a lot of people aren't bothered by it because of the price, but just super curious
Yeah.
of
That's
what's happening.
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, so that's the Quest Pro. The Meta Connect is a 1 day virtual event which is coming on October 11th. I remember they initially said this was not going to happen, but now it is going to happen. So they're going to have a whole day of events rather than just have like a, I mean, I'm sure they'll have the hour, 2 hour keynote at the beginning of the day, but throughout the day they're going to have
Smaller
different
things.
events.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it's pretty nice because the Apple conference was just a few days ago, and obviously this is coming up, and it got a similar kind of vibe where if you're at the place, you get the hands-on, you get to try some demos, etc. But I feel like in this one, because they're making it all virtual, I mean, you can go and watch the keynote in Horizons probably, and then there's probably different experiences that they announce, that maybe is coming to Cambria, but you can try it on the Quest 2 just in see-through mode
Right,
or
but yeah,
pass-through
yeah,
mode.
yeah. With the crummy black and white.
Yeah, it looks terrible now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, when you know what else is there, yeah.
And then John
John
Cormack's
Carmack,
there.
though, he'll be
Yeah,
in VR.
yeah, he'll be in VR. And it will be one of those unscripted, which is always a good one. I think I always like to watch Sadly's Bradley after because he normally breaks it down a little bit easier.
Yeah. John Carmack can get a little sciencey.
Yeah, I feel like this is not one for us to do a live like we did a
Yeah, I don't
showcase.
think so. I don't think so.
No.
We'll see. Maybe we can get some pre-orders in.
Yeah. Yeah. Day one pre-order. Yeah.
No,
I
no.
yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
it depends what their price is.
Did you anything about the Steam Deck yet?
Yeah, it's supposed to come in 3 days. We'll
3 days.
see. We'll see.
Whoa. That's exciting. That's very exciting. Um, okay, cool. So that's the Meta Connect, and the Quest Pro. Obviously, if you saw the video one, I'll post the video over the top, but I'll also have it linked below so you can see the Upload VR at least podcast about with him with the guy because it's really interesting. I don't know if you would. I don't know if many. I don't think any leakers actually, period, have ever come on camera on the same
It was
day
very
and did a
bold.
podcast. It's very bold. It's very bold. But yeah, maybe he just doesn't care about the job. He's fine. Hotel
Yeah.
life is not for him. All right. Let's move on to the next news story. The League of Legends Music Pack DLC is now available on Synth Riders, as we alluded to earlier. 5 new
Basically covered
songs.
this one.
Yeah, basically covered this one, but 5 new songs. We got Legends, Never Die, Pop Stars, More, Giants, and Awaken. So you can go check that out. There's not much else to say on that, to be honest.
Yep,
Um,
not really. I believe my favorite mapper, Fasty, did worked on Awaken,
hmm,
and the um experience, I believe, goes to Legends Never Die.
yeah, that
But
makes
I could be
sense. It
wrong.
is the first one on the list, and that's normally
Yeah,
the first one.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm excited to try that in, actually. I'll look at that later. That's pretty much it when it comes to the news. It's a very, very short version of the podcast this
We
week.
got 2 games coming out.
The slow news week, but yeah, 2 games coming out. Samson, do you want to go for it? Because you love the football more than anyone.
The football.
The
Well,
football.
the other football took a break for the Queen.
Yeah.
Um, all right, NFL Pro Era coming out Thursday, September 15th. NFL Pro Era is the first fully licensed NFL virtual reality simulation game that lets players experience what it's like to compete as the QB of their favorite NFL team. Coming this fall and utilizing real-time NFL game data, NFL Pro Era is one of the most authentic and immersive first-person VR football games ever to come to market. Athletes will be able to step under center and see if they have what it takes to compete at the highest level and make the big plays. Lead your team to a Super Bowl, improve your QB skills by participating in drills, or play catch virtually with your friends in your favorite favorite NFL stadium. Interesting. As an NFL QB, you'll feel the excitement of what it's like to lead your team and compete under the bright lights with thousands of screaming fans. Developed by Status Pro Inc., a company founded by athletes with a mission to democratize the professional athlete experience. NFL Pro Era brings fans closer to the gridiron than they've ever been before. NFL Pro Era.
Football. It's football, American football. Um, yeah, no. I was actually watching the NFL this weekend, and I was like, I remembered. I was like, there's meant to be an NFL game coming out soon. I'm glad it's finally coming out this week. Tomorrow for those listening on launch day of this podcast. Um, are you excited about this one at all?
Um, I'm not that excited for NFL Pro Era.
No.
Uh, Its game, I imagine, is going to be more than I want to spend to play quarterback.
Yeah.
Um, but it could be good for some content, so we'll
Yeah.
see. I don't, I mean, I have a sense this game will be like $30.
I feel like it'll be $30, but I also feel like come November/December, this is on sale for sure. I think this is on sale for sure. And especially Super Bowl weekend in February.
I mean, it'll definitely go on sale by then, but
But I feel like
we'll see.
November sales, at the end of November, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, I feel like this is on sale for sure. No, that's the thing. I would really like to play this game because is it 2MD football? I find it's fun. It's really fun, and to have a license and it looks a bit more realistic, this game. And you can go into the locker rooms and such, and there's like a trophy room and a room and ring cabinet, I guess, in a room and such. That looks cool to go into. I'm only thinking about it from a soccer, I would say, for the American listeners' point of view, because I'm more of a soccer fan. So I'm thinking of that point of view. I'm like, okay, that would be pretty cool to go into the dressing room, to go into the museums kind of thing, the
Explore
trophies.
it all. Yeah.
Yeah, just if you're like super into it like that. So, I mean, I like NFL. I'm not into it that much. Like, I mean, I have a fantasy football team. That's all we need, you know. But yeah, I think this will be really good. I hope it does well, but at the same time, I think I'm on you with this one. I think I'm with you. Sorry, I think this is gonna be $30, and Into the Radius is $30. If this is $20, then fine. I think that's a good solid purchase.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what it comes out with. You don't want to be Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or anyone like
I'd
that.
like to be the 50-year-old man Thomas Brady.
Yeah, yeah. 50-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Some
mean, the
million.
nice thing about it is you don't get sacked. Or at least you do, but you don't feel getting sacked. See, that's what they need B haptic support.
Yeah. Seriously.
Right, so you can feel getting sacked.
I wish there was a price. It's no price.
No, there's no price at the moment. It might be on I mean it's just on Quest, I think. I don't think it's on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they never give you prices until it comes out, but hey ho. All right. Last one. Ultimex comes out as well on the Thursday, the September the 15th. Get ready to step in the arena and start your rookie season. The shiny metal future of sport arrives for free on September 15th. Ultimex lets players remotely pilot high-performance mechs that compete in the future of sport, working their way up to field with a teammate as they zoom, block, punch, and score their way to victory. Going the distance to become an Ultimex champion takes more than the grease, gas, and gears. Say that 20 times. It takes a cooperative spirit as players communicate, strategize, and react with their teammate as they partner up for 2v2 competition. Don't play well with others. Players can experience Ultimex in a 1v1 play. Free to play game.
Yeah.
There's not
It
many of those.
should keep it active, hopefully. It's probably what they're hoping for.
Yeah, I'll if I remember, I will try and check this one out when it comes out, just because it's free.
Got enough
Um,
room for it?
yes, yeah, we have enough room. As long as I don't install Medal of Honor, we're fine. Seems to be the only problem. I saw that Quest Pro actually is 256, I think. That's got to be
Yeah,
the
somebody
minimum.
mentioned that. Yeah.
That's got to be the minimum for sure. It has to be. It has to be a 512 and a 256. But yeah, no, does this game resonate with you at all?
Uh,
There's a lot of facial
I
reactions
mean,
going on.
yeah, uh, it's free to play, so I guess it's worth trying.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, in the games like this, I'm not gonna generally play with random people. So long as I have somebody who wants to play this game with me,
Mm-hmm.
I'll hop in, I suppose.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try it if I remember. Someone reminds me. But yeah, well, that's everything. That's pretty much of our podcast, to be honest. That was a very short one. That's probably the shortest podcast we've done. We'll be back next week with a much longer podcast. I
Oh,
hope.
we got a guest lined up.
If our guest pulls through, we should have a much longer podcast next week. But yeah, definitely join us on the Discord because we're hitting a multiplayer game up on Wednesday as a day of record. So
Come on
tonight.
down.
So come on down. Definitely join us, and we'll see you in there. All right, peace out, folks.